Real Salt Lake is an American professional soccer club based in Sandy, Utah, a suburb of Salt Lake City. The team competes in Major League Soccer. RSL was one of two expansion teams awarded in 2004 that began play in MLS in 2005. They currently play their home games at Rio Tinto Stadium. Real Salt Lake won the 2009 MLS Cup and were runners-up of the 2013 MLS Cup, the 2010 MLS Supporters Shield, the 2010-11 CONCACAF Champions League, and the 2013 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The team's head coach is former MLS goalkeeper Jeff Cassar. History. Real Salt Lake became the 12th MLS franchise when Major League Soccer awarded an expansion franchise on July 14, 2004, to SCP Worldwide, headed by Dave Checketts. Jason Kreis became the first player in RSL history, coming in a trade from the Dallas Burn. RSL began play on April 2, 2005, in a match against the New York MetroStars. Jason Kreis also scored the club's first goal. RSL's first few years in MLS were marked by heavy losses and player turnover. Led by coach John Ellinger, the first season included a 10-match losing streak en route to a €22-5 record. RSL added veterans Clint Mathis, Eddie Pope and Jeff Cunningham to these early teams. In 2007, Jason Kreis was hired mid-season as RSL's new manager, and retired as an active player. Working with new general manager Garth Lagerwey, RSL added several key players including Kyle Beckerman, Robbie Findlay, Javier Morales, Nat Borchers and Jamison Olave. RSL advanced to the playoffs for the first time in 2008. Real Salt Lake won the 2009 MLS Cup by defeating the Los Angeles Galaxy in the November 22 final at Kestfield. RSL played the LA Galaxy to a 1-1 tie through overtime and won the MLS Cup to complete the upset. Goalkeeper Nick Rimando was named man of the match. The victory in the 2009 MLS Cup qualified RSL for the 2010-11 CONCACAF Champions League. In 2010, Real Salt Lake finished second in the race for the Supporters Shield, but exited to FC Dallas in the first round of the playoffs. Goalkeeper Nick Rimando led the league with 14 shutouts, and Jamison Olave was named MLS Defender of the Year. In 2011, Real Salt Lake became the first MLS team to ever reach the CONCACAF Champions League finals, losing to Mexican club Monterrey 3-2 on aggregate. In 2013, Real Salt Lake and Rio Tinto Stadium became under the full ownership of Deloy Hansen, a Salt Lake City real estate investor and formerly the club's minority owner. Hansen acquired full ownership from former owner and club creator Dave Checketts. The club traded key players Johnny Steele, Jamison Olave, Fabian Espindola and Will Johnson. Real Salt Lake played in the 2013 MLS Cup, losing to Sporting Kansas City in the final on a dramatic series of penalty kicks. Colors and badge. The team's official colors are claret red, cobalt blue, and real gold. Kit evolution, home, away, and third kits. Home, away, third special, stadium. Rice-Eccles Stadium. Salt Lake City, Utah, Rio Tinto Stadium. Sandy, Utah. In 2005 a soccer-specific stadium for the team was approved for Sandy, a suburb of Salt Lake City. However, funding for the stadium was still hard to come by. A vote in early 2006 struck down a funding proposal for the stadium. However, Tom Dolan, the mayor of Sandy, said that he would not give up on his fight to approve the proposal in Sandy. The funding plan was revised, but was struck down later in 2006 over disagreements in the appropriation of millions of hotel tax dollars for a financially unproven sports franchise. The proposal for Sandy was declared dead by Checketts at that point, putting the team's future in doubt. Dave Checketts said that he wanted the team to remain in Utah, but would sell it if a proposal was not put forward by August 12, 2006. Parties from several cities, including Rochester, New York and St. Louis, Missouri, expressed interest in purchasing the franchise and moving it. Other stadium sites in the area were also proposed, including the Utah State Fairgrounds in Salt Lake, and the tiny town of Vineyard, just west of Provo. Finally, on the very day Chequers had set as a deadline to have a stadium plan in place or decide to sell the team, and after months of up-and-down discussions with local municipalities, county, and state officials and a change in the funding structure, a tacit agreement between Chequers, Sandy City, and Salt Lake County was put in place, and Real Salt Lake announced that they would move forward with the construction of Real Salt Lake Stadium, which would ultimately be named Rio Tinto Stadium. The groundbreaking, coinciding with the CONCACAF Cup, Real's match against international power Real Madrid, took place that afternoon featuring elected leaders, team officials, as well as the entire rosters of both Real Salt Lake and Real Madrid. On August 15, the deal was officially approved by the Salt Lake County Council. The stadium plan encountered difficulties however after the Debt Review Committee of Salt Lake County voted against the stadium proposal for a €0 on January 26, 2007, citing what they saw as Real Salt Lake's financial inviability as the reasoning behind the lack of support. County Mayor Caroon concurred with the DRC and the stadium plan was effectively killed on January 29, 2007. In response, Real Salt Lake's owner announced the team would be sold and likely move out of the Salt Lake area after the 2007 season. The Sandy Stadium proposal was not completely dead, however, a new stadium proposal was made on February 2, that would divert 15%, roughly $2 million a year, of the county's hotel taxes to the stadium project beginning in July until 2017. Such a deal would have to have been made by February 9, or the deal would have been completely off. The bill was passed by the state Senate. After Governor Huntsman made a move that would allow the team to remain in Salt Lake County, the Utah House approved House Bill 1 SHB 38, by a 48-24 margin, effectively approving $35 million towards the development of Real Salt Lake's new home. The governor was expected to sign the bill, and ultimately did so. Sandy City, along with the state of Utah and representatives of the team, finally came to an agreement regarding the placement of the Real Stadium. The deal was shot down about a week prior to the agreement by the Salt Lake County Mayor Peter Caroon saying it was too risky. However, Utah's governor, John Huntsman, Jr. said that soccer was here to stay. The $110 million stadium was built in Sandy, a suburb of Salt Lake City. Rossetti's California office was the architecture firm responsible for the design of the new stadium. The stadium's opening date was set for October 9, 2008, when Real Salt Lake hosted the New York Red Bulls. Club culture, name. The title Real is derived from the Spanish language where it is traditionally used by certain Spanish football clubs, the best known being Real Madrid of La Liga. Meaning royal in English, it is traditionally taken by teams that are given the title by the King of Spain whether through favoritism or otherwise. In 2006, Real Salt Lake established a relationship with Real Madrid, reinforcing the bond between the club and its Spanish inspiration. Though Real Salt Lake was not originally affiliated with Real Madrid, in 2006 the two clubs signed an agreement to play friendly matches every 2 years, and to co-sponsor a soccer academy and training facility in Utah. Dave Chequers and SCP Worldwide partners Dean House, Kenneth Munoz, Michael McCarthy, and Chris Bevilacqua chose Real Salt Lake for the team's name because they desired to associate the team with a successful soccer club, Real Madrid, as well as to develop a brand that was clearly associated with association football. The choice of Real Salt Lake was initially met with some derision in the fan community, as many fans thought the name sounded contrived and should instead reflect the Salt Lake area. Other team names considered were Salt Lake City Highlanders, Salt Lake Soccer Club, Alliance Soccer Club and Union SLC. However, in recent years, criticism from local fans and the media has waned, and the club has instituted a formal relationship with Real Madrid. Association with Real Madrid. As of September of the 2006 season, Real Salt Lake and Real Madrid have signed a 10-year cooperative agreement. Among the provisions of the deal are a biennial friendly match between the two teams to take place in Salt Lake City, annual February training for RSL at the Real Madrid practice facility in Spain, and, perhaps most importantly, the creation of a $25 million elite youth academy in Salt Lake City that will train up to 200 players from ages 12 to 18. The academy, a cooperative project for which Real Madrid will pay half the cost, will include academic facilities and dormitory housing, arguably becoming the first true soccer youth system in MLS. In this sense, it is part of a growing league-wide trend toward the emphasis of youth development, a trend which has been encouraged by the main office and jump-started by the league's decision to allow individual teams to maintain rights to the products of potential youth development systems. Rivalries: RSL's major rivals are the Colorado Rapids, which it competes with for the annual Rocky Mountain Cup. With Major League Soccer's expansion in 2005, Real Salt Lake became the second team in the Rocky Mountain region and the Colorado Rapids' closest neighbor. The supporters of the two clubs created a competition between the two sides to foster and memorialize this budding rivalry. Colorado won the Rocky Mountain Cup in its inaugural year, 9-3, and successfully defended the cup in 2006 by a margin of 7-4. Real Salt Lake won the Rocky Mountain Cup in the 2007 season, 7-4, and defended the cup successfully in 2008 to Euro 2012. The team also maintains a smaller rivalry with the Los Angeles Galaxy, whom they defeated in the 2009 MLS Cup and were runner-up to for the 2010 MLS Supporters Shield, as well as a budding rivalry with Sporting Kansas City, whom they were defeated by in the 2013 MLS Cup. Supporters groups: Real Salt Lake has 8 official supporters groups: the Loyalists, Rogue Cavaliers Brigade, Salt City United, Section 26, La Barra Real, Union de Real, the Royal Pride, and the Royal Army. Except for Section 26 and the Royal Army, all supporters groups sit in the South Stands. Mascot: Leo the Lion is the official mascot of Real Salt Lake. Songs: during the initial tenancy at Rio Tinto Stadium, the post-victory song was the Bob Marley anthem, Iron Lion Zion. It was decided after an internal vote, because it fit the team's criteria for a celebration song. In 2011, Brandon Steineckert of the group Rancid, an avid RSL supporter, composed the song Believe for fans to sing as the new RSL song. It is now played throughout the stadium prior to and during the kickoff and after every RSL goal. Revenue and profitability: as Real Salt Lake is a small market team, one of the team's biggest challenges is bringing in enough revenue to remain competitive. Opening Rio Tinto Stadium in October 2008 provided a significant revenue boost to the team. Real Salt Lake went from 4,000 season ticket holders before October 2008, to 8,750 in 2012, and past 10,000 in 2013. Sponsors: RSL has a multi-million-dollar sponsorship deal with LifeVantage. It previously had a multi-million-dollar deal with Xongo, a nutritional supplements company based in Utah, to carry the Xongo logo on the front of RSL jerseys from the 2007 season until 2014. Additional sponsors include JetBlue Airways and Maverick, Incorporated. Broadcasting: radio broadcasts are on KALL AM 700 and KTUB AM 1600. KTVX and KUCW are set to handle local television broadcasts for the 2012 season. With 10 games being broadcast on KTVX and 20 games on KUCW for the 2012 season. Bill Riley enters his 8th year as an RSL play-by-play personality on radio and TV, while 10-year MLS veteran and a Euro RSL original Euro Brian Dunseth assumes color analyst duties on RSL broadcasts for a 7th consecutive season. Players and staff, current roster, as of May. Out on loan, notable former players. This list of former players includes those who received international caps while playing for the team, made significant contributions to the team in terms of appearances or goals while playing for the team, or who made significant contributions to the sport either before they played for the team, or after they left. It is clearly not yet complete and all-inclusive, and additions and refinements will continue to be made over time. See also all-time Real Salt Lake roster, landmark appearances by players, only regular season matches counted towards all-time records. Stats from MLS Playoffs, U.S. Open Cup, Superliga, and CONCACAF Champions League are not included. Updated as of July 31, 2014. Players in bold are still active. Players with 200 appearances or more, players with 100 appearances or more, retired numbers, 9 Jason Creas player head coach. Team captains, Jason Creas, Eddie Pope, Carl Beckerman, head coaches, includes Mills regular season, MLS playoffs, CONCACAF Champions League, and Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Ties count as half a win for win percentage. As of July 31, 2014. Honors, CONCACAF Champions League, runners-up, 2010/2011. MLS Cup, winners, 2009, runners-up, 2013. U.S. Open Cup, runners-up, 2013. MLS Western Conference regular season, runners-up, 2010, 2012, 2013. MLS Playoffs Conference champions, winners, West, 2013, East, 2009. Runners-up, West, 2008, 2011. MLS Supporters Shield, runners-up, 2010. Minor trophies, Rocky Mountain Cup, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, Carolina Challenge Cup, 2009. Record. Year-by-year stats, as of July 25, 2014, all-time regular season records, players in bold are still active, only regular season matches counted towards all-time records. Stats from MLS Playoffs, U.S. Open Cup, Superliga and CONCACAF Champions League are not included. All stats are updated for all players as of July 31, 2014. Other team records and honors, hat-tricks, Jason Creas, July 13, 2005 vs Minnesota Thunder, U.S. Open Cup, Robbie Findlay, April 2, 2009 vs Columbus Crew, MLS, and Alvaro Saborio, July 7, 2012 vs Portland Timbers, MLS. September 29, 2012 vs Chivas USA, MLS. July 27, 2013 vs New York Red Bulls, MLS, Javier Morales, May 11, 2014 vs Houston Dynamo, MLS, International Tournaments, 2010 Euro 11 CONCACAF Champions League. Group Stage V. Cruz Azul, 3 Euro 1, 4 Euro 5, Group Stage V. Toronto FC, 4 Euro 1, 1 Euro 1, Group Stage V. Arabanido, 2 Euro 1, 3 Euro 2, Quarterfinals V. Columbus Crew, 0 Euro 0, 4 Euro 1, Semifinals V. Deportivo Saprissa, 2 Euro 0, 1 Euro 2, Finals V. Monterrey, 2 Euro 2, 0 Euro 1. 2012 Euro 13 CONCACAF Champions League. Group Stage V. Toro FC. 2-0, 1-0, Group Stage V. CS Herediano 0-0, 0-1. Team records, total games, Nick Rimando, 213, career goals, and Alvaro Saborio, 58, career assists, Javier Morales, 60, career shutouts, Nick Rimando, 75, single-season goals, and Alvaro Saborio, 17, single-season assists, Javier Morales, 15, single-season shutouts, Nick Rimando, 14, MLS regular season only, through July 25, 2014, all-time regular season record, 113 Euro 112 Euro 81, MLS records, fewest goals allowed, 20, overall goal difference, plus 25, home goal difference, plus 24, total home points, 37, fewest home losses. 0, fewest home goals allowed, 7, player awards, awards given by MLS to Real Salt Lake players. 2006 MLS Golden Boot Jeff Cunningham, 2009 MLS Cup Most Valuable Player Nick Rimando, 2010 MLS Defender of the Year January Mason Alave, 2010 MLS Newcomer of the Year Alvaro Saborio, MLS 11, 2006 Jeff Cunningham, 2010 Jarmison Olave, Nat Borchers, Javier Morales, 2011 Jarmison Olave, average attendance, regular season/playoffs, 2005, 18,037/missed playoffs, 2006, 16,366/missed playoffs, 2007, 15,960/missed playoffs, 2008, 16,179/17,364, 2009, 16,375/11,499, 2010, 17,095/19,324, 2011, 17,594/17,067, 2012, 19,153/19,657, 2013, 19,218, notes. References. External links. Official website.